So let's get to it. So what we need to do next is filter this so that to show you all the primary and all the subprimary. So we know that you can easily come to this code. You can see that this is, we can't put this as 100 because it is not the first one. So what we can easily do is borrow one of these fields. Because we could have added a new field, but since this is a field that we don't use anymore, borrow one of these fields and run the expression. So now we want this guy to do from 1 to just 1 to the end, so that it will have the coding pattern properly arranged. Okay, we didn't select Python, so I have to do it again. So oh wow. So you can see that it didn't run properly because we had a selected field. Remember I said that when you are running things like this, make sure that there is no selected field. If not, it will just pick only that one and run it on. So let's go again. Boom. So this is, so right now this shows the coding pattern, as you can see. Good. So if we go back to this place, we can now see that according to the coding pattern, this 900 here, which is, if we go to the locality type, which is a primary locality, will be our first primary locality. So that will be 100. Are you getting me? So I'm just showing a sample. Obviously you can't be coding all of them like this one by one. So to do this, all we need to do is filter this. We have filtered this, like so. You now go to advanced sorting and click locality type and tell it to do it ascending. Sorry, let's do this. Brings up all the primary. Then we now go to advanced sorting. Select what's that name again, target IV. Click OK. You can see that it has arranged all the primary from ascending from the first one, 4, 52, 55, 56 to descending. So we now know that if we are to go serpentine, these are all the primary locality according to the serpentine, so that we are not doing it basbos. So we can now easily come to the locality here. Since they are all selected, do field calculator 100, 100 and click OK. So we have coded all the primary from 100 down to the end. You can come to the and look at the locality name. These are all the primary locality fully coded from 100 to the end. Now next thing to do is to now code the subprimary, which is a little bit technical. So now, for example, this is a primary. These are all the subprimaries under it. The primary is 800, the subprimary. So we want to code all the subprimary. So we call it 800, starting from 801. The interval should be only 1, and you click OK. Don't forget, it sends in the coding, the number according to the coding pattern. And remember, we went all serpentine. So for example, now let's look at this primary and the subprimary. So this is one, this is two, this is three. You can see how all of them are connected. Four, you see it. It's looking like we planned it, but we actually didn't plan it. It's because we followed the coding pattern. And that coding pattern, the serpentine pattern, which was the most important thing, you can say perfect. So as we've done this one, that's how we'll do the rest. So this is the next one, the next primary locality here, which is 700, which is 200. It's obvious that this one does not have any sub primary. We move to the next one. This is a primary locality. These are all the sub primaries under it. Don't get me wrong, how I know the sub primary is based on the temporary locality coding. So this one is the primary is 600. So we'll come here and go to field calculator. Primary is 600. I'll click OK. It does that. And like I said, you will see that the number is not according to the way it is, because this field calculator tool or script actually assigns the auto increment works with the object ID. That's why we needed to make sure that all the points, and we put the points according to the serpentine pattern, which I explained earlier. So we can see it. If we come here, we see it 601, 602, 603, 604. They are all following the same. You understand? It's looking like we planned it, but all we did was just put the points according to the serpentine pattern and let this one work on its own. So we finish coding for this primary locality. We move to the next one. So just like that, we've done the locality coding swift and easy. In less than 16 minutes, we completed the locality coding. So we can take a look from one down to the end. We've coded all the localities. But mind you, this coding is still in the point. This is not the final stage, but let's continue. So deselect, and let's don't forget that we did a joining earlier. So let's disjoin it. We don't need them anymore. So with that, we have the locality type, which we don't really need it. The locality code right there. This is the final thing we need. So we're done with locality code. Thank you very much.